Hi guys. All right. Second week, day 2. Okay. I had some severe camera problems with this thing here. Um, something is wrong with these chip cards that I have. They don't really work. So it threw me back because yeah, I wanted to share with you how the training looks like some of the Muay Thai training in the mornings, and of course the weight training. So yesterday was chest day. Hey, International Chest Day every Monday. And I recorded everything. Okay, I gave it my all. I recorded everything. Tabata sprints. Yeah, I did it. This time I did it. Tabata sprints. Because this week is going to be tougher. 2 Tabata sessions after the weight training, and then 1 20-minute session of steady state cardio. And I recorded everything. And by the end of the day, I just realized, even though it was recording, it didn't save it to the memory card. All right, enough of the excuses. It is what it is. So today I want to share with you some of the training from this morning. I put that into the video later. And what is it I'm doing here? And what am I eating? Okay? So, what I'm doing is something called the 30 Days Out Extreme Cut program by Craig Capuzzo. And I took that off of bodybuilding.com. And the link I'm going to share with you somewhere down here in the description later. Okay, so you can have a look. And so it is comprised of like 4 weeks of training. Somewhere in the back there is actually the weekly overview. Okay, and here I got the log of week 1. So how does it look like? As I said, Mondays is chest day, okay? So we do have varying sets, varying rep ranges, and obviously varying intensity, like how heavy you go on each weight. So, and the stuff is actually very well lined out. It's easy to follow. You basically get your exercise. It tells you how to do it in terms of like what to look for during the program, because it's all about like shedding fat, not so much about gaining size or strength for that matter, even though you want to keep it. The rest periods are really short, so you only got 30 seconds between each set, which is a pain. And I believe, so Mondays, chest day, and Tuesdays is back day, if I recall correctly. Exactly. And here, Craig completely killed me. Okay, there was no way I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 reps deadlifts with only 30 seconds rest. I just couldn't do it. That was week 1. Today is back day again, so probably this is going to change, but that was a killer. All right, that was a killer. So I was going, deadlifts was like 220 pounds. It's not a lot, but doing them like 10 reps and then just jumping in it right after and doing it again. And actually that part and the meal plan we're going to discuss in a second here makes me actually wonder that what I picked here is probably not a program for beginners. Okay, so before you start it, definitely want to familiarize yourself with the exercises he's doing. There's a slight variation. Gotta close the window here for a second. There's a slight variation in how exercises are performed, how you grip, etc., etc. So if you're not used to it, it just makes you feel strange, and it's fine. But get used to it before you start it. And yeah, I took 2 minutes of rest between the deadlifts. I just like was too much out of breath, but that could have been for various reasons. Maybe didn't sleep very well. Maybe I ate too late or not enough. So today I'm gonna try again and I see how it goes. So Mondays again, chest. Tuesdays would be back in the program. Wednesdays is arms, abs, and calves, what he calls the auxiliary muscles. So it's basically the small muscle groups that you don't really hit much during conventional training unless you focus on it, right? So if you do deadlifts, if you do bench press, if you do if you do like rows, or you do like lat pull downs, whatever it is, you will target these muscles just a little bit, but not really, tire them out and put an incentive to grow. So he gives actually, and that's a cool thing, 2 days in a week for arms, abs, and calves, because we all know curls for the girls. So that was Wednesdays, arms, abs, and calves. And Thursdays, leg day. My personal favorite. I love leg day. All right, always good. And my legs are not skinny, but not as developed as they should be. Let's put it like that. Okay, and then Fridays is shoulder day. And my first day of shoulder day in that program was a how you say that? It was overkill. It was complete overkill. So what happened actually was that you start with some kind of let me just see how he calls that here. 1 second. Oh, it's a hang clean followed by a press. All right, so it's basically where you bring the weight up here somewhere with the bar and then press it overhead. All right, and well, as that is the first exercise in the program, and every exercise that comes first in the program is always 10 sets of 3 reps. And even though I did a slight warm-up for the rotator cuff and like did some shrugs and some stretching, right, all that stuff, all fine, but it completely fried whatever little muscle fibers are inside the shoulders, because latest by let me just quickly exercise 5, which is actually a victory press. So you basically sit, you have the weights here, and you press to what looks like a V, which is the victory press. I couldn't keep the weight above. Like, it was so unstable, and I felt how the muscles in my right shoulder were just cramping. There was no control, so that was pretty disastrous. So I had to go down in weight quickly, and well, I hope this week I do it better, and I will definitely put in a little bit more time to warm up, fire up the shoulders, and make sure that was not a permanent thing, or that I damaged something that day. Just making sure this time it's stable enough. Let's put it like that. Okay, so that's quickly the program. Oh yeah, so Saturday again is arms, abs, and calves. Awesome. So actually, the week started out really hard. I didn't do cardio in a while. I did not do any Muay Thai training for a while, which is basically cardio for the most part. And I didn't hit the weights for about 3 months. So 3 months ago, I made a decision that I wanted to quit the gym. I just couldn't stand it anymore. And the idea was to find something new. And I grew very, very fond of gymnastics strength training, because I was like, having followed like a 5x5 routine, and doing heavy lifting, it didn't really fill me. All right, it was not for me somehow. I mean, it's fun to lift heavy weights, and I was definitely 4 kilos heavier that time, but by the end of the day, you know, I was just like freaking tired. And there's one thing that I realized through the first week right now, actually, is that my energy levels were pretty low over the last month, which I attribute mainly to not doing any cardio. And secondly, that my nutrition was not very good. I was just constantly eating. There's a lot of good food in Sydney, so temptation at every corner, seriously. And the food quality is just great. So yeah, not doing any cardio and not paying attention to my nutrition, and not doing that is like consistently not doing it. While right now, for the 30 days and hopefully beyond that, I will consistently pay attention to my nutrition and my cardio. All right, plus doing strength training. Anyways, that said, there will be a video following this side or this side, wherever the slider goes, once I put it onto YouTube, where you see some of the morning training. And now I also want to show you, what am I eating? What do I have here? What are the spices I use? What are the supplements that I bought? Partly as a recommendation of the, again, 30 days out extreme cut trainer. You can find that at bodybuilding.com. Links in the description later. So what supplements I got, what I use because I wanted to use it, and what am I eating, plus add-ons. So that said, give me a second to flip this whole thing around, and then we go through that. All right, and we are back. Can you see me? Wait, no, you can't see me. So we are back, and I prepared all the ingredients and foods in my kitchen just to go over them together with you so you can have a look. So let's just get started. Where do we go start? Fats, okay? So every diet should have actually some good fats, and you want to make sure that you get them, okay? You need fat. You definitely need fat. So for cooking, I use 100% coconut cooking oil, okay? Simple. For my food, like if I want to add oil, if I want to add fat, I have extra virgin coconut oil. So this is non-cooking oil. This one you can heat. This one you cannot. Okay, so it's not very. So it's cold pressed. It's raw, vegan, and it says it's paleo friendly. So what else could you possibly ask for? Then I got like some unsweetened peanut butter and some unsweetened, how do you say, almond butter. Okay, so here you got basically the fats that I'm using. Apart from that, I have a little bit butter, but that I use really, really rarely. So because yeah, with the diet, even though you want fats, probably like around 80 grams a day, you still want to be careful not to overdo it. And the next thing here, what do we have? Let's go spices. So we got ground cayenne pepper and we got cinnamon, okay? Very simple, very easy. Here I got some fish sauce from Tesco. Nice stuff, but also here you have to be careful not to overdo it, because those are usually high on sodium, and you want to make sure that you don't use too much salt in your diet, especially like if it's not sea salt, but like kind of, I say, industrial processed, iodized, whatever. shitty salt they use. Just keep it really low. The recommendations for sodium on the day is between 1,500 to 3,000 milligrams. And you would be surprised how easy you can get over that. So continuing with spices, over here we got like some mixed herbs, whole black pepper, and my favorite, Himalayan pink sea salt. Okay, both in the grinder, great stuff. And especially sea salt, something that you want to keep as a staple in your diet, because your adrenal glands actually thrive on salt. It's good salt, and you don't want to fatigue them, for example, with a shitty diet and way too much coffee. And then last but not least, or almost, we got some medium hot chili sauce, okay? Because sometimes just eating raw chicken, like boiled chicken, is a pain in the ass, okay? And then I come to my favorite substitutes for milk. So I try to reduce milk to almost zero. So we got some real almond milk here with a little bit of coconut flower nectar to sweeten it. It's not too bad, actually very low in calories, pretty good. I'm actually right now not quite sure how much we have here. So 180 milliliters of this stuff has 70 calories. Not too bad, definitely not too bad. And another thing here is, well, let's put it this way, the international side. Coconut milk, 100% coconut milk, great stuff. I put 2 tablespoons of that stuff into my cereal. 2 tablespoons go into my cereal, which is basically oats, and then the rest is hot water, and that's good stuff. All right. So speaking of cereal, somewhere around here we have oats. Okay. So pretty simple, pretty standard, rolled oats. Good stuff. Not too bad in their carb profile. Let me read that to you. So what we got here, 30 grams of this stuff have 113 calories, 3.8 grams of protein, 2.5 grams of fat, and 16.7 grams of carbohydrates. Obviously they're pretty high in fiber, a little sodium, just 1 milligram, that's fair enough, and potassium, 93 milligrams. So this is what I use for mainly breakfast and to get in my carbs along with purple rice. Okay, so those 2 are my main carb source. And then for the cereal, I like to add like a tablespoon of organic chia seeds, or chia seeds, whatever you want to call them. They obviously have like amino acids in them. So this is all Thai. I hope you can read it. Ha. So they got like amino acids in them, obviously some fiber, good fats, mainly omega-3. So absolute great stuff. Absolute great stuff. So let me think. Oh, and we're still in cereal. So what I found myself, here we go, frozen blueberries. Okay, awesome, epic shit. No added sugar, low in calories. And the same here, frozen raspberries. Okay, so great source for antioxidants and to keep you young and keep the stress levels down. And what else we got? Yeah, here I still have like some mixed fruits, dried fruits. Honestly, great stuff, but pretty high in carbs, so not often that I can eat those. So rather than having those, go with the frozen raspberries and the frozen blueberries. Lower in calories, plus the added antioxidants. Still give you a little bit sweetness to the oatmeal, together with some cinnamon and the 2 teaspoons of coconut milk makes it actually quite good. All right. Next thing in line. Next thing in line here would be supplements. Okay, so for my own picks, I got like omega triple concentrated fish oil. So these contain 1.5 milligrams, 1.5 grams of fish oil. So what should I say? Get your omega-3s in, and well, it's good for your joints, it's good for your respiratory system, for your brain. So, well, this is actually omega. How do we put this? Omega-3s are actually a no-brainer. All right, next step. Also, like something that I picked for myself is like glucosamine. I don't know how you pronounce that. Chondroitin, and turmeric. So it's for the joints, and turmeric, obviously, together with omega-3s, fight inflammation. So working out twice a day, 6 days a week, makes it obviously very stressful for the body. So I didn't want to take any gamble here. And these two are mainly in here because I wanted to play it safe. All right. And this is my favorite. I hope you guys can read this. This is epic. Shred Time 2.0, okay? Turn bad time into shred time. So in the 30 Days Out program, Craig actually is using fat burners. I think he's eating quite a lot of them. I think 2 to 3 times a day. I did not want to use them because many of them actually have stimulants like caffeine and guarana in them. So they kind of, obviously they boost your metabolism, but you know, they also like kind of overhype you and all this shit, and I just didn't want to do it. Okay, it was a personal decision. So I took this thing here, Shred Time. You take it before bed, half an hour before bed, and that's about it. And it has no stimulants in them. So the problem here is I haven't been utilizing this as much as I wanted, because often enough I just like wait to digest and like lie on bed and then just fall asleep. Okay, I'm just too tired. So I hope in this week I get more shred time in. All right. So we just move up here. A multivitamin. And in terms of multivitamins, there are probably 2 brands that I found that actually look really good and don't have added iron. And from Now Foods, Adam Superior Man's Multi doesn't have iron and is actually great stuff. The other brand that you could look up is Thorn Research on AMPM, something like that. I forgot the complete name, but yeah, Thorn Research AMPM. So you got like 3 capsules in the morning and 3 at night, and they have like different ingredients. Ones that support you throughout the day and the others that support you through the night. So anyways, Adam's soft gels here. That's another cool thing. It's actually not a powder, it's like a soft gel, so it's all already like in a liquid form, so it absorbs faster. So for the bro signs. So I take 2 of those, like one with breakfast, that is basically after morning training, and one with my dinner, which is after the training in the night. Okay, and a small tip here with multivitamins or supplements in general, you want to sandwich them between the food. Okay, so you put in a little bit of food and then take a few sips of whatever liquid you prefer to get down the subs, and then you put another layer of food of it, and that should be it. All right, I haven't explained all over here, but let's go over here. So Craig obviously says that for intra-workout, you should aim for BCAA, so branched chain amino acids, which consists mainly of leucine, isoleucine, leucine, isoleucine, and L-valine, okay? And that's actually a good thing. They have like some citrulline malate and vitamin B6. So vitamin B6 supports the protein synthesis, and citrulline malate usually increases pump. At least that is how they sell it to you. So and they come here in a certain ratio. I think it's like 2:1 for the, oh, so here it is. Here you got it. So our BCAA recovery combines a scientifically validated dose of BCAAs, 10 grams, at the most verified ratio 2:1:1. All right, there you got it. So, and I get that from bondnutrients.com.au as I am living in Sydney at the moment. Okay, so the next thing that is recommended is a whey protein, and I took the protein matrix plus. It's chocolate. Look it up. It's also bondnutrients.com. A serving of 30 grams gives you about 25 grams of protein, and that makes it really, really easy to get in the daily amounts of protein, which you should aim for. But like, okay, let's get to the next one here. Okay, so creatine monohydrate. Okay, so this one is actually micronized. It dissolves really good, and what should I tell you? Creatine gives you like more endurance during your workouts, so you can kick out a few more reps. And I take 2 servings of that in a day, usually before training. So Craig actually puts it after, which also makes sense, especially if you want to gain size. That is what I heard before. Again, bro science. So, you know, you make your own decision on this one. Okay? In case you want to read, here you can read. Micronized to 200 mesh and is pharmaceutical grade. What could possibly go wrong with that stuff, right? So, and now we got the multivitamins, the fat burner, the protein, the BCAAs, and the creatine monohydrate, which is basically the staple that Craig suggests in his stuff. He says he's not a big fan of supplements, and he would rather get it from real foods. The thing is, like, 30 days is a tough program, and you are restricted in calories, so actually the subs help you stay within calorie goals and avoid overeating. All right, so what else did I get? So I wanted to get in some greens, and I got myself 2 things that I found good. So first of all, the Indian miracle tree moringa. Okay, yeah, again, antioxidants, tons of them. Daily greens, great. All right, so and they're actually very high in various amino acids, vitamins, calcium, potassium, and magnesium. All right, they didn't really define anything here, so let's just go over to Green Fusion by Bulk Nutrients. Okay, natural source of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. No artificial flavors, 100% natural ingredients, barley grass, wheatgrass, spirulina, chlorella, boosts vitamin and minerals in one easy serve. Yeah, so what should I tell you? I try to bring that in, make smoothies. I brought a blender, so I make smoothies with, there it is, or whatever's left of it at the moment. So together with the berries, and then I put in a teaspoon of each to get in some greens, and yeah, fiber and whatever positive effects spirulina, chlorella, wheatgrass, barley grass, and of course moringa have on you. Look it up. I don't want to go into the details here, as I'm already very detailed. And what did I forget? Oh, guys, this here is my secret weapon. Unfortunately, it's upside down, but yeah, I cannot. Maybe I can. So it's yerba mate, okay, from Paraguay. I think it comes from Argentina. Pure leaf grade, okay. So there are no stems or anything else in it. This stuff, again, look at it, okay. This stuff, yerba mate, is a lifesaver. It is a form of green tea, which is actually very stimulating, and it helped me get over coffee. So it helps me to reduce coffee cravings, and you don't crash from this stuff. Doesn't matter how much you drink over the course of a day, you don't crash on mate tea. All right. For some of you guys who want to try it,
go for it. You won't like the taste in the beginning, but you get used to it very fast. Okay, that's just a given. Most people don't like it. Give it 3-4 cups to get over it. And it's not bad. It's really not bad. So, and this stuff really, like, it helps me get out of bed in the mornings. Like, sometimes I just wake up and I just crawl to the kitchen, climb up on the refrigerator, and hit the power button of my water cooker, the kettle, and I just wait till I get the stuff down my throat, and it really helps, right? It really, really helps. So, and I drink 2 to 3 cups a day, right? And that's about it. And you can reuse it, so you don't have to throw the first brew away. All right, so now we talked about drinks, food, etc. There's one thing, like if you go for a weight training program and you do consume a lot of protein, your body will actually produce or receive a lot of uric acid, and you run the risk that your stomach or your system becomes overly acidic, right? So some of you might have heard that you want to make sure that the acidity and the how you say alkalinity in your body is like leveled, right? So you don't want to go too high on one or too high on the other, or too low in respect. So there are like actually 2 foods that I use on a daily basis to counter the potential effects of getting like gout or like being overly acidic. So gout, I put gout into the description, right? So apple cider vinegar, it is actually acidic, but aside all its great health benefits, it actually helps you to alkalize your body, right? That's pretty esoteric. I don't know if it's true. I just believe it because I chose to believe it, and so far, so good. So once a day, I have a cup with apple cider vinegar. And then there's something else, and it's actually a great fat-burning secret, or so they say. It is lime, okay? So lime juice in warm water with a teaspoon or tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in the mornings and before bed, supposedly great stuff. Some people even go as far and say, hey, throw in some cayenne pepper because it boosts your metabolism. And if you can't stand the taste, which I won't blame you for, this is what we got the raw honey for, okay? So it adds some carbs to your diet, but to be honest, that's good stuff, all right? So, and honey is no sugar. Honey is life. So, right? All right, that's about it. And then some treats. I get some fruits. So some pineapple. I probably like have like maybe 100 grams a day, maybe. I would say less. And what I really like about Thailand, you get like these little bananas all over the place. You can see how small those are. Like, right? It's pretty much like the length of a finger, and they're about like 30 grams. So if my macros allow it, I throw in. If the macros allow it, I throw in about 2 of those a day. And it makes me feel good about myself. Plus, I get some extra high-quality magnesium, which helps me to not be overly stiff. So I just try to rearrange that here. Okay, now food prep. Okay, I have like this really tiny kitchen here, which is not very clean at the moment. I forgot to mention rice crackers. Okay, rice crackers. Low calorie, find it great in the morning before training to have a little bit in the stomach. Light carb, I put like on a spoon of, those go really good. Like rice crackers, and then you have a teaspoon of peanut butter, or a spoon of, almond butter, all right? But that's about food. Now food prep. So you see, it's actually really, really tiny here. Like I got a saucepan, I got like a frying pan, and I got this pot here, which has some beans in it right now. So this is basically all my cooking is done here, right? So I have this induction cooker. I can highly recommend anyone who wants to run a diet, get a blender. This one is actually really small. It cost me 20 bucks at Target, I believe. And this is basically the centerpiece. I'm not sure you can see that, a weight scale, all right? So you put on your rice crackers, you know, this is 108 gram, and then you can calculate easily how many calories you're eating. And basically all my food goes there, so I know what I'm getting in through the day. And I know what you think. You probably have never done that before. Neither did I. And you say, man, I don't want to weigh all of my food. That's a pain in the ass. And you're right. It's a huge pain in the ass. It's fucking annoying. But that is why we have Sundays for food prep. So food prep is basically, here we have it. All right. So you pre-cook your meals, you weigh it. So we got in here 120 grams of broccoli, 60 grams of black rice, and about 120 grams of chicken breast. And we have a few of those, so that gets you through the day. All right. I think that's about it, guys. There's one last thing. Some more rice crackers. Nuts. All right. So I took Brazil nuts. Here, big box. And Craig actually recommends almonds, which I did not find yet, as at least not raw ones. So I'm still looking. But yeah, that's about it. Pretty boring in here. And yeah, what should I say? That is that. And the other thing is tracking the food with this weight scale, right? So you know how much of what. You look at the macros, so protein, fat, and carbohydrates. And then I use an app called MyFitnessPal. It was some time ago, was acquired by Under Armour, which I didn't really like, because now it's all about selling your shit. But hey, so be it. It still works great. And it makes it super simple to say, you have a database, you type in what it is you want to add to your daily nutritional intake. You type it in, it shows you, you just adjust how many grams did I have, which brand. You can even scan the EAN code, the thing here, like, shit. This thing here, you can even scan it, and there's a really high chance the database knows it and it pops up, and you just say, wow, that's it. You take it and you say, how many grams is it? And you add it to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snack. And you're good to go. And by the end of the day, you know how many calories you got left, and did you deserve that dessert that you're craving? Which is the last thing I'm going to talk about today. Cravings. I actually thought it's going to be way worse. I thought it's going to be so bad that I'm going to crave like crazy. But so far, it was pretty okay. All right, you have like these small meals, you have like snacks, just keep an eye on the macros, and that was okay. All right, so far okay. One thing that I did not do, especially in the first week, I did not pay too much attention on the macros itself. I just said I wanted to stay within the calorie goal, which was around 2,666 calories, which is what the calculator on bodybuilding.com for that cut trainer 30-day program gave me after putting in my age, my height, and my activity level, and my, what else? Wait, height, age. Basically, that's it. Anyways, and this week I'm gonna pay a little bit more attention. Also, we can have a quick look here. I'm gonna show you that. So that's the stack of paper and the values meal plan. So here we got it. Okay. So first day, week 1, overall 2,660 calories and raging 271 grams of protein, 316 grams of carb. Well, that is easy. 35 grams of fat. Well, that's very easy. All right, that's very easy. And yeah, I've definitely been above that, pretty much. Okay, but then again, all in all, 2,666. Okay, so this is what I was focusing, and I was focusing on my goal weight being 80 kilograms, and I said I want 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So I didn't really follow this in detail. All right, and I admit it. So potentially I'm risking to not benefit from the program as good as I could if I was following that. But I try better today, and actually it is already time to get another meal in. So here we go. 30 days out. That's me. And I see you on the next vlog. Peace out. So good morning. I finally managed to fix the camera. It was just the SD card. So now I can record everything. No holds barred and no more excuses. Peace.
Thanks. Two, three.